Sag, welcome to your 3-month overview. There's August, September, and October. What's up? What's going on? Let's go over the board I'm using for you and all 12 signs so we're on the same page, yeah? So here we have 8 August, Strength, okay? 9 September, the Hermit. 10 October, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah? Makes sense? Bottom row, the Sun. Always want to check in on the Sun, make sure that everybody's in tune with their happiness, and if it's adjusting, we want to see that. If we need to make adjustments, let's take a look at that too, you know what I mean? The Tower, anything unexpected, untowards, or something shifting that we should know about, yeah? All right, let's get cracking. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. If there's more than one energy clearly apparent to you on this board today, then you reverse those energies as you see fit. Do keep in mind these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say, they may not resonate at all. Frustrating but normal. Check your placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Okay. Show me Sag, please, in August. Show me Sagittarius, please, in August. What's up? King of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I really like how you are shaping up. You look pretty good, independent, well-structured. There's something here you're floating around in your heart space with the King of Cups, so I know he wants it sorted. The King and Queen of Cups really don't like to leave things hanging, but for the most part, you're showing me, I got this, I got myself, I'm experienced, okay? I'm structured, I'm well-to-do. Everything I've built, I've done by my own hand. Okay, but you're also showing me the fullness of heart. You like being you, right? You might be well structured on the outside, but maybe a little sensitive on the inside. That's okay. You tend to keep quiet about it. That's all right. I'm curious about what you're floating around, though, in your heart space, going back and forth on. Otherwise, you tend to be a very decided person, I believe. What's up? What are we thinking about? What are we going back and forth on? What else, please? What else, please, in August? Knight of Pentacles, the Star, Queen of Wands. Oh, okay. You are thinking about changing up your own particular dynamic a little bit in terms to your 3D. As far as I can tell, this is attached to a particular vision of yours. You kind of want to know how far you should lean into this, how seriously you should take it, because you feel pretty darn good about it. It looks like it's a personal goal to you that has more to do with your 3D reality basis, sense of security, self, job, career, goals. Okay, personal goals, personal sense of security. You are weighing in on this particular subject come heavily by August, and then you set a course for action. So that 2 of Pentacles, knowing you, that's not going to fly for too long. Eventually, that Knight of Pentacles is going to pick a particular course of action and start sinking the investment, but slowly. Knight of Pentacles, slow, but also methodical, blueprint builder, this kind of thing. So I see that we stop playing around with that 2 of Pentacles. Eventually your heart's going to settle on a course of action. There's the Knight of Pentacles enforcing that course of action. Where's it going? Something that suits you very well. It seems to bring out some of your brightest and boldest characteristics. You're kind of saying, I'm going to live the dream, just on my terms. It might be slow, it might take a minute, but I'm going to be living the dream. Yeah, you are. It brings out your ambition. Very much. A drive and a focus that perhaps you have not seen in yourself in a long time. But it gets you going. You'll be more settled upon this subject by late summer. Specifically, how you're going to start shaping it in reality. Because as far as I can tell, you're tossing ideas around. And the whole point is that I can do this. I have the experience. I got the nerve. I got the will. My heart feels pretty good. I just got to start planting the pentacle for 3D. You will. It's going to feel so good to pursue this. You'll tend to take it slow. It seems to be whatever it is you're building here is on your terms. But it means a lot to you. It's a vision that you've held in your heart and in your mind's eye for a long time. It suits you. It really suits you, so I'm going to encourage you. I can relate to this in my own way. I do have SADs a couple times in my chart. And some unique placements too. You will know more, like myself, towards the late summer, I believe. Early fall. May you succeed, though. I wish you well. I can say that this has been with you for a long time, but the more you contemplate it, oh my goodness, your King of Cups just gets bigger and bigger. It really does. It's like you check in with yourself often. Am I ready to do this? Am I ready to do this? Am I ready to do this? The answer is yes. You have, or will soon, select a particular course of action that's really going to start to solidify that star. All right. Let's check you out in September. Show me Sag in September, please. Show me Sag in September. Four of Wands. Page of Cups. Oh, a little shy thing, isn't it? Couple pages. A little shy guys. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Depending on their context, it's appropriate. It's like saying this is me doing something, and somebody else is like, this is also me doing something. And if they're in an introductory method, then that's fine. It's perfectly reasonable. We don't ever want to put too much weight on those pages, because that's when things start to go really wrong. But here I have two pages opening up towards each other. It's almost shy. It's kind of sweet. One showing me a little bit of nerve. The other one showing me a little bit of vulnerability. Nothing crazy, but it's surrounding a 4-1, so it could be introductory. Okay. In September, what's up? What's up? What's going on in September, please? For Sag. The world, I knew I was going to see it. Congratulations, you're beginning a new chapter in your life. You're kind of like, it's interesting because you didn't show me I'm trying to start a relationship. This is different. Your opening over here is different. It has more to do with your personal sense of security and what you do in your endeavors for that goal, career, etc. This is more on the personal side, but you're saying I'm going to start it out as a practical balance. You're generating a new cycle. It is introductory. We are either saying hello and connecting to someone on the personal side, but we're going to kind of structure it under 6 of Pentacles. You're saying that's what I can be open towards. There's something about this where it's like, yes, I will interact with it, but I just kind of want to see, how it functions first. Let's see if this is worth stabilizing and connecting to, and then maybe, it might develop into something more on the relationship side. So you're actually showing me a practical approach to whatever this is, and I think that kind of suits you for whatever reason. These pages are just started talking. They just started introducing themselves. You both have the background energy of relationship, maybe, but you're kind of showing me I'll remain open towards this, so long as I can kind of get a sense of its flow, its balance, its predictability, something like that, It's kind of like I don't immediately want to launch into this idea of relationship exploration. I just want to see if this thing balances, if it makes sense. There's something here about I just want to make sure that this makes sense. But yeah, it's introductory, and you're kind of treating it like as a potential contract you can get on board with, but you want to see how maybe it works. What's the mechanics of this? And I don't know why, but that's how you're approaching it. I don't know. It's almost like you're saying, I want to see if this works. So I'm going to open up towards it. Yeah. I'll take a chance on it. I'll take a risk on it. You're showing me as an opening cycle. It's just it's done under your own particular method. But the 2 pages being so kind of shy and introductory as they're being, you both have the energy behind you. 4 of Wands this could be something significant. But you're both engaging in it from a practical point of view. So that's interesting. Perhaps you two are just checking each other out, Maybe we hang out. Maybe we make it a structure thing. I don't know. It's interesting. I might push that further. We'll see. Let's jump on over here to October. Yeah, but it looks like it could be, if anything, a potential alliance for you. You know, but there's some sort of potential contract here between the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. But is it an emotional contract? Is it a pentacle contract? Is it a little bit of both? It's hard to tell. It's just starting to unfold in September. Let's see October, please. Show me October for Sagittarius. Show me October, please. Show me October, please. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups. Okay. Working hard, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. There's something in here that's showing up as dissatisfaction. What is this, please? Oh, I don't like that. I see that you're trying to work hard to literally get through it. Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. There's this idea of here is there is a source of unhappiness, and we're not sure where it's stemming from. I just see that you're trying to work through it by October. What is this, please? What is this, please? You might be trying to support someone. Let's take a look. I think that came up for you in one of your in-depths not too long ago. Queen of Swords, Page of Swords. Oh, the Hermit. That's exactly what's happening. Okay. I see you assisting someone else. I do. You being who you are, you already kind of gave me your particular energetic signature. This is someone outside of you who you are trying to help with. It's something about their knowledge base is too small. So you're helping them work through it. It could literally to do with work, but it seems to go into the side of personal. Someone feels like they are failing and they don't understand. I see you onboarding yourself, or perhaps they ask for your assistance. I'm not sure. And they want to know if you can help heal the situation, enlighten them specifically. Because down here with the Hermit, Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, this is the amplification of knowledge because someone knows too little. The Hermit is going to trump all that and say, I actually have a wealth of experience, but he's not rude about it. It's just having lived a particular life that denotes experience, wisdom, and the ability to look back and reflect upon it all. So here we have the wise teacher with someone who is willing to learn. Page of Swords to the Queen of Swords. So that's amplification. And the Hermit's providing a source of knowledge. I'm interpreting that as you. Because I say, it seems like you already know how to kind of take care of yourself at the personal level, professional level. Okay. So I was really kind of surprised to see you put diligent work into something that seemed like a sore point. Something seems to be failing for someone else, and I see you assisting to help them understand where the issues are. So I see you in alliance with this. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with September, I don't believe. This seems to be a particular pocket that's nice, and it's going to develop at its own particular pace, okay? And then I have someone over here who's kind of, it's not a bad energy, they're just kind of claiming helplessness. And can you help me with this, Sag? So I don't know who this is to you. It could be arrow sign. I was trying to say Aerosmith. That was funny. It could be air sign. What the heck, Christina? You know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, but in October you will know. And I do see you lending your assistance because you seem to have more knowledge than this person. And you're offering real help. The real help. This person's got a blind spot in their own particular life, be it personal or professional, and they're asking you for assistance, and that's all I see you doing because you can. You have the skills, the tools, the abilities. I think, given what you're trying to do over here, someone sees you as a natural mentor. Okay? Someone who is going to succeed in their particular goals, their star path, and they themselves are struggling, and I think that you're trying to impart upon them the wisdom that you have that allowed you to get to this point in your life. Okay? That's how I see it. You could be providing tutorial services, mentor services, or just straight up your opinion about whatever the heck's going on with them and why it's not working. But they seem to be a willing student over there. Okay? So that's good news. I hate it when people ask me for advice and then they don't freaking take it. You know? That's so frustrating. And it's like, I'm sorry, who came to who? And that's why I just really don't elicit or offer it, because I know how irritating it is. You know, the worst vice is advice. I didn't ask you. It was not solicited. And even then, so people who do straight up ask you for your help or your opinion, if they don't take it, it's like, I'm sorry. Who called who? It's so you really have to know it's worth your time, energy, and effort. So whatever it is that you're helping this person, they're learning from you. So that's good. All right. Let's see that sun. I'm very curious about this. Hopefully it's a little bit more on it. Okay. Let's see the sun. Let's see the sun. I know somebody who is like, you don't ask. They just volunteer. They think it's, oh, I'm helping. I didn't ask that, though. You gave me advice on subjects we weren't even talking about, but I understand that you really needed to demonstrate your knowledge real fast in order to feel better about you. You know, it seems to me if you have real wisdom, you shut the fuck up. I'm here doing a job, right? But if you knew me in real life and I just started talking to you like this, the hell, right? Why? Why would you do? My point is, I'm glad to see someone's. They kind of see you as the experienced one here, you know. Anyway, hopefully they benefit from you. All right. Let's see Sag under the sun. Show me Sag under the sun. Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Man, you have been waiting for this your whole life, or it feels like that. You've had a really, there's that Nine of Pentacles again, and Five of Pentacles. You have felt separated from a higher goal for a long time. You have literally been building into it in terms of your own sense of security. You had to wait. So in order to pursue this particular goal, you needed the freedom to do so. So that means that perhaps some of you were being very meticulous in terms of building your resume, your experience, your coin, in order for you to jumpstart or launch pad off of something larger for yourself. See what I'm saying? There's a cumulative effect here. For you to appreciate your son, you had to build yourself up to get to that point of exercising your own particular freedom. So once more, congratulations to you. I love it when people can show me long-term game over their goals. That makes me very happy, because if we can sacrifice our immediate sense of pleasures and gotta have it now, we can build a wealth of opportunity for ourselves later. But we just cannot fall victim or prey to waiting. There's a difference between strategic waiting, because we're building ourselves up, and useless waiting, hoping things will just happen for us without our input or activity. That's not what you did. You had strategic waiting. The Sag I'm looking at, you've been building yourself up for goodness knows how long, perhaps 4 or 5 years at this point, so you could comfortably launch into your star, which you have long since associated with your sense of happiness. Okay. This is something that's not passive. You have been actively building the experience, the coin, the connections, something. It took you a while to get here, but you will be. You're so close. Good job. Very, very good job. Anything else, please, about the sun? It might be, if that's the case, then that would explain this little pocket here of introductory, possibly relationship, maybe a contract. Kind of depends. If you are this kind of heavily but beautifully inundated into a larger goal, you might be just, let's see if this is worth a structure maintaining before you jump right into a relationship. I just don't think whatever this is has your primary focus, but you do want to show up for it. Okay. And the potential maybe of more. But you're like saying that's not the main gig. In other words, I don't think you want to get distracted. And that's true for a lot of people. You would be surprised how often I hear those stories, guys, you know, of really launching your career or whatever it is for yourself, and then boom, here's a relationship opportunity simultaneously. And it's kind of like, which one gets the focus? Very rarely do I'm not saying you can't, it is absolutely possible to develop both at the same time, but a lot of people tend to focus on one. And I think that you are engaging with this enough in your life to understand if it should be there in a more serious way, but not overly giving to it either. Okay, anything else, please, under the sun for Sag? The trick about waiting is to not get lost to it. You have to know when to act as well. Exactly. Page of Pentacles, Judgment, Page of Swords. And I've been waiting for this moment all my life. That's Phil Collins, classically, famously, In the Air Tonight. But it has that, man, it has that sound, doesn't it? It makes you listen to it because there's something in it. It's powerful, and even if you don't directly apply it to the lyrics, you're like, you get it in the air tonight. It's like, I've been waiting for this moment all my life, right? And that's what you're saying. You had to wait for judgment. So to say, there's a difference between useless waiting and active, I'm still participating in my life because I have a bigger goal waiting. I had to know when the timing is right. And like, you can feel the sun unfolding for you now by August. That's beautiful. Okay. Goodness me, look at that. You've earned this. You've absolutely earned this. Let's take a look at that tower. What's going on, please, with that tower? Anything we should know about, please, for the tower? Yeah, I don't see you dismissing this, but I don't see you giving it your full weight of attention. I'll see where it takes me. Let's see if it stabilizes. It's kind of like that. Okay? You're willing to try. All right, let's see that tower. Let's see that tower. Let's see that tower. Nine of Wands, Resistance, Ten of Swords, Two of Cups. Interesting influence there. There is old, and I mean it's old, it's done. It's been done. Okay, it's been done. It's not fresh at all. This is old. There is an emotional union here you had with somebody that ended sharply, painfully, abruptly. In fact, I see you blocking it. That was by choice. And you were convinced nothing would come from it. You were absolutely convinced nothing would come from it. Tower, again, is the reverse of what we really, 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 really want to believe or feel is true, because it kind of saves some part of our mind, our ego, whatever. And it's not an accusation. All human beings do it. Okay? And for some of you, it was just easier to believe that nothing would come out of this emotional union, painful, that it would not contribute to your life in any way. We're going to push that thought a little bit more. What's going on? What about that? Well, first of all, I can already tell you that's not true. There's a lesson in everything, no matter how small, no matter how large, whatever. Is how we apply it. Okay? We only truly fail is if we fail to learn from something. Okay? So all things, no matter how small, have value. Okay? I'm not saying sweat every decision. No. What I am saying is, if you really want to recover something from the wreckage that will help you be at peace with it or learn from it, you can and you will. Okay? But why is that under the tower? King of Wands, the Chariot, Justice, because even though it seemed very painful and perhaps a useless emotional union you had with someone, or perhaps you didn't, perhaps it was one-sided, I don't know. I see you ultimately having blocked it with kind of a disgusted attitude, like there was no point to this, and there was never going to be. It's very angry and it's frustrated, and it's more to do with how you very much tried to write it off as there was no point to this, and no point. It was useless pain. It was a useless ending. Why? Why? You know what? I don't want to think about why. Why? There is no why. Whatever that was useless. It was painfully, painfully useless. Okay. I wanted to know why. King of Wands, the Chariot, Justice. Because whatever that so-called useless ending was, it wasn't useless. It helped propel you forward into your dreams and ambitions. Whatever this was, held you back. Yes. But in realizing that, it also helped propel you forwards. You probably didn't see it that way. Whatever this is gave you fuel to move on with your dreams and your goals. To pick one direction about what's important and what isn't. The Chariot, Justice, King of Wands. That would explain this little pocket I see over here. You determining, this is neat, this is interesting. I'd like to check in with it. I'd like to give it some time, energy, and effort, but that's not the main show. You're saying the main show of my energy is this over here that I've been waiting for a long time. I think you got distracted, didn't you? You know what it's like to choose love, where you felt like you were choosing love at the time, just to say it was useless and it deviated me from my goals. It's what helped put you back in line with them. I don't know why you had that particular detour, but you needed it. It reaffirmed where you're supposed to be. And again, this little pocket right here, let me make this clear, is perfectly innocent as far as I can tell. It doesn't look like a time waster. It doesn't look like a bad influence, but it's very small. And you may not give it much room to grow intimately. And I think that's why you're showing me a kind of contractual balance with it. Just take it easy, see where it goes. It may not. Because you already know what it's like to be distracted. You see how it kind of ties together life? It's interesting. Okay, where are we? Very good. Zagucha. I want to see if there's any relevant time frames here. Process with caution. Yeah. I think you've been doing that. Absolutely. A lot of back building. September. Yeah. August into September. The thing that you have been processing so carefully with caution, your distraction, your detour, to understand when the timing was right for you personally, that you were secure enough to do this, is all coming to fruition. You're going to start to see how everything catches this net in a beautiful way. Like a web, perhaps. A spider's web. Where you can either see that as a terrifying thing or a beautiful thing. You know? Everything served a purpose. You start to pull on one thread, the whole thing vibrates. You'll see how it was all related soon. Okay? August into September. Very good. You've been processing with caution, so that tells me your time is nigh. Now. Okay. I do like the way you're lending support to this person over here. More to the point that they're responding, okay, to your efforts, which is good. Unexpected visitors, number 41. Again, I don't say that as a cautionary thing. I think here I see the introductory. I don't think you're expecting to meet this person. But I think how you're going to choose to interact with it is going to be a direct reflection of choices you made in the past about don't deviate from your goals. Okay. Because now that you're back in alignment with this and you're going at it full speed, by all means, connect if it makes you feel comfortable. Just don't lose sight of your goal. Someone can either fold themselves and wants to incorporate themselves into your goal at a greater scheme in your life, or they don't, and they just become a sort of distraction. Okay, so do keep that in mind. The unexpected visitors, and it also could be this one too, by the way, the person who, to your surprise, is asking for help and they didn't understand that they were unhappy. There's that as well. Okay, come together, number 8. Yeah. I'm also saying that once more in reference to August, September. A lot of things are coming together for you soon. And it's also, again, that sense of symmetry, balance. But yeah, come together. Number 13, solitude. Some of you have spent a great deal of time on your own. Okay? That's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's in solitude that we can really understand ourselves. There's that sense of guiding light that you've never lost sight of for yourself. We also have the number 17. These two I'm not taking as seriously. This was the one that I needed to see, but just in case. Number 17, the Ghostlands, and number 6, a sense of mountain. This is something you had to climb on your own without influence of others. There's times I'm sure you felt that you were very, very alone. Yeah, that's how you can kind of tell about who should be in your life and who isn't. If you're working this hard and you still feel alone, then they're not for you. And I can definitely see where you're like, you know what, there was no point in this. There's no point. I get that. But also, yes, there was. It gave you a great deal of time and space that you needed to reflect. Okay? Okay, Sag honey, I hope this helped you. This was wonderful. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.